Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria. Welcome to my channel. This is our weekly spiritual guidance for the week of March 14th through the 20th, 2022. Let's see what advice, guidance, God, Spirit, the universe has for us for this week. And of course, March 20th is the equinox, so we are shifting seasons, and that's often a shift in energy. One more shuffle here. Okay, so for this week's reading, I am using the Klimt Tarot, and then I will pull an oracle card from the Materia Prima oracle and read from the guidebook for that. So the Materia Prima is based on the elemental charts, the chemistry chart. But let's see what guidance we have for this week. Well, we start off with two majors. There's three majors. 3 out of 6 cards are majors. Yeah, there's a conclusion. So if you've been watching the last 3 or 4 weeks since I started doing the weeklies again, there's this shift, change energy coming up, and there's a conclusion that comes this week. And we're feeling confident in this conclusion, given you've done the shifting of the last few weeks, right? Yeah. And we're ready. We're ready to charge forward. Okay. So the first card we have, the card that represents us or the viewer this week, we have the Empress. Beautiful, shiny Empress here. This is us. So we're in that abundance and growth that came up in the last 2 weeks' readings. We are in it. We are feeling it, whether that's manifesting in something physical in our lives, or it's something, something completely internal. We're feeling good. We're feeling like we are growing as a person. Our lives are growing in some aspect. And there's a feeling of having command or greater command over ourselves and our lives, and how our lives are growing and changing. Just holding that close. There's a strong Athena vibe here. Wisdom. We've tapped into our wisdom in some way we had not before. That doesn't mean we're all wise. We're all wise, right? But we've tapped into some wisdom we have not before, and that is what is bringing in this confidence. Confidence in our growth and abundance, and what we have, the potential we have to create. Okay, now laying across us in our environment position, we have the World card, which is interesting because it's a pregnant woman, and often in tarot decks, not this one though, the Empress is depicted pregnant because she represents that growth and abundance, what we create from inside. But we have this also surrounding us in our environment. Now it is the World card, which is a card of completion and conclusion, also things coming together. Things have come together over the last few weeks and probably much longer, building up to this energy. And we are not only confident in the growth and in ourselves, but as we bring things to conclusion, completion, again, within ourselves and our personal lives, combination of thereof, likely for most people, we feel how pregnant we are with what can and will come, right? For that growth. Now I'm going to jump to the past position, a little out of order because it's our other major arcana. In the past, we have the Magician, which is that new beginning energy that was building and growing the last few weeks. It's in the past position now. We've brought things together. We've collected things, tangible, intangible, abstract, physical, and we've stepped into this new, right? So the Fool is stepping off the cliff, and the Magician is the next step, bringing things together. We fully stepped into it with what we have, with what we know, and it's brought us to this position of feeling confident and a little wiser in who we are and where we are and how we and our lives are growing, right? And that's allowing us to Close things, bring things to completion, conclusion, which may be done this week. It may continue on, and the continued growth from within ourselves. And it's the environment position. What we grow within ourselves, in our personal lives, in our person, then gets put out into the world. Now, crowning the reading in the mind position, we have the Four of Pentacles. So our minds are feeling very secure, and this is also confidence energy. There's a lot of confidence this week. Don't get overconfident, but there's a lot of confidence. I think the wisdom energy I'm feeling here will help most of us, hopefully, not get overconfident, right? But our minds are feeling pretty good, pretty secure. This can speak to money and finances, though it does feel more about mental self-confidence type of security. But it can play out in financial security too, if this is speaking to your career or your financial sphere, tongue twister there, in your life. We're in a good position. Okay. Now below in the physical realm, we have the Nine of Wands. Now, a card of perseverance. I think this came up in one or two of the last few weeks' readings. Very shiny. Perseverance. We've stood strong. We've held on to, I want to say, our individuality. 9 is a number of the individual. We've held on to it, and we are holding on to it, and it is the foundation for this growth and abundance of where we are now. And looking at these two together, the mind position, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands, especially if this is speaking to something financial, we've hung in there and we're getting into a more secure position. Now that security is relative to you, your life, and where you are, of course. That doesn't mean we're all millionaires, right? Okay. In the future, in the outcome position, the energy, I kind of feel like we feel this energy this week too, because it is so self-confident. But what we move forward with in the weeks ahead, and this is where I'm getting the charging energy, which isn't typical for this card, but we have the Queen of Swords, and it's that swords energy. You know, the Queen of Swords, she's often said to have been through a lot. This is also the wisdom that I'm picking up from our Athena-looking Empress here. We move forward confident, even more confident, with our wisdom, with our insight, with the ability to stop and evaluate things if we don't have the experience, if we don't have the tools, and learn things. And that helps us to move forward with this energy. Yeah, I guess confidence is the key word here. Confident and self-secure. Okay, so now let's pull again one card from the Materia Prima Oracle. Of course, I've pre-shuffled, so I'm just going to do one more shuffle here. Okay. And we get lithium. So I'm going to read the section from the guidebook because it's very interesting. But lithium is an element that's used to help depression. So what I'm getting from this is that we're feeling better than we have been. It doesn't necessarily imply that we've all been depressed or anything like that, but our spirits are rising. So let's see what it says in the guidebook. It may take a moment to find it because they're not in normal order. Okay. Okay, so lithium. Energized with a brilliant glow and long life, lithium is from the old command, that trinity of original elements. Command, that word where I said we're more in command of ourselves. Not in a brutal way, but just, we got it. More so than we have, right? The original elements, hydrogen, helium, and lithium, who actively drove away the eternal night and brought a new rebellious order into being. From this ancient world, the secrets of all things were born. In that first intense morning light of creation, These once unseen gods were flung out into the universe, whirling and circling through space and time, burning, exploding, freezing, and racing through the night, invading the heavenly bodies, then earth, forests, and oceans. Upon humanity's arrival, lithium's soft, silvery white metal imperceptibly slipped into our blood through our food and water. With its precise crimson variations, it cut through the menacing oceans of darkness within us to calm and claim our wild, turbulent minds. Oh, this works beautifully with that Four of Pentacles in the mind position. More confident and secure in our mind and our thoughts. They're not whirling so much. They're not, what do I do? They're more centered and grounded. By the astonishing truth we learned from lithium, when our souls suddenly discovered it, the ancient secret it coolly shared was death. Drifting in the snow-white immensity of lithium's powerful embrace is the irremediable catastrophe. Lithium became the heart of our atomic bomb, and within our own heart, the enigmatic contradiction of lithium strangely waits as well. This is where that minor feeling of don't get cocky, right? It wishes us a long and spirited life, but is willing to take the very last blade of grass from the earth if we ask it. Very interesting. So yeah, feeling better spirits, mind less swirling, swifting, whatever, the monkey mind. But don't get overconfident and cocky. Just a little caution there. Okay, that is our weekly reading for the week of March 14th through the 20th, 2022. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you back here soon.